Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation.
So we are back to the Reynolds of the Rockies franchise mode here in the show 17th. Today, we have a trade on our hands though, because in the comments section below, last episode, you guys went and said, Jeff Hoffman, he's not cutting it in the league. I mean, the man, he's, like 26 years old, I believe? Check this out. So, in our system, we have just a stacked pitching system, though. We have Lyle Ridge there with a 98 overall potential. This man is going to be great in a few more years of development. Then we have Jack Ridley. We have Nishi, got Cohen. We got, who else? Seymour's alright, I guess, too. I mean, you got Peter Lambert. We have a whole stacked load of prospect pitchers in our system that we just don't really need too many of them anyway. I mean, we have a few guys up here like Prince Shipley, Derek Garcia, and Field's alright too, I guess, and Castellini that are guys that are ready to probably even play in the league in maybe 1 or 2 more years. Shipley's already ready, he's in a rotation right now. And right now, I think, like right now, rotation, it's alright, like if we'd go a season with it, and we'd be alright, probably over 85 wins, something like that, but I found an acquisition that would make your team probably go from 85 winning team to maybe like a 95 winning team, better than we were last year at 93 wins, and maybe winning the division if the Dodgers fall off a step this season. So I have a trade on my hands here from the Angels. I mean, the Angels, look at their pitching system. It's stacked, though, to the brim with great pitchers that are already now winning pitchers. You have Darvish, Garrett Richards, Tyson Ross, Tyler Skaggs, Andrew Heaney, Shoemaker, you got Sharpino even, and Mayer is basically a AAA player. So we have a lot of options here to go and trade for, because you got a 5-man rotation that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He needs a 5th man in his rotation. And Shoemaker is just the guy sitting on the bench, probably playing a little bit of long relief. So, I mean, he's not really being used as well as he should be. I mean, you're getting the same amount of starts as, I guess, the first, like, the ace kind of guy in your rotation. But, I mean, he's just not really being deserved that 5th spot. I mean, he should be like a 3rd or 2nd spot guy. If you take a look at our system, he'd probably be 3rd because we have Anderson, we have Gray. And he fit in perfectly in 3rd with, I believe, Stephen Wright or Robbie Ray in the 4th and 5th. So it worked perfectly for us. We do need 85 overall kind of guy in our 3rd spot. It just worked great for us in the long run. So Heaney right now, 84 overall. This man's contract is very good though, $820K for the next 2 years at an 84 overall. So this dude is ready to win right now. He's got great stats all around. He's just an all-around great pitcher for this team that excel here in Colorado. And right now his arsenal, he's got a sinker, a slider, a changeup, and a 4-seamer. So he's got a little off-speed stuff, and he's got the fastball. That's good with me. I like using pitchers like that. So in the past few seasons, he's been a little bit shaky, I guess. He's got a 583 in his first season in 2014 with Miami, then a 349, a 6 with LA in 2016, a 222 there in 2017 with 14 wins and 7 losses to his name. Then last season was a 345, kind of falling off a bit off of last year, but still being consistent nonetheless here in the I guess the American League. It's got to be Axe, the Angels. So he'd work perfectly for our team, but we do have an option though. We do have either, Skaggs would work, Tyson Ross would even work, and Garrett Richards would even work as well. But the things with some of these guys is they're making way too much money though. Like, I'd pick up Garrett Richards in a heartbeat if I could, but Garrett Richards is making way too much money for what our situation is here in Colorado, because next season we got to re-sign a few more key players on this team, which includes, I believe, who do we not sign on this team? We have Estevez, we got, who else? I know there's a few other big players on this team that need to get re-signed next season. We have LeMahieu on a 3-year deal. I mean, our team is pretty much solid, but the biggest man of them all, though, is Nolan Arenado there at the final year in his contract. They gave him arbitration this season. Next season, he's not eligible for that, so we got to re-sign this man to a huge contract next season. Probably around $30 million would be probably good, probably 25, 26, in that range. So in order to do that, we need to go and have some cap space, and right now our situation in Colorado is we've got cap space to go and sign him next season. But if we add in Garrett Richards, though, it kind of makes it a little bit tight, though, and we do not want that happening, because we got to re-sign Arenado no matter what next season. So Garrett Richards does not qualify for that in this system. Tyson Ross, he's got a good contract, I know that. He's got $8.48 million per year, 2 years left. Pretty decent contract, but the same, though, this contract, though, just getting a little bit more scarier, and it's just not really that good comparing to Heaney, though. Heaney making, like, I don't know what the average is, but he's making probably 10 times less Wait, is he? He's pretty much making 10 times less than what Ross is making for pretty much the same production, because Ross last season is on his resume right now. He has a 3.19 last season. That's pretty good. It's pretty consistent throughout his entire career, hovering around the 3 ERA, besides the season, obviously, 2016, where only pitched 5.1 innings. But, yeah, Heaney just more bang for your buck kind of thing. Heaney, for a trade right now, is Jeff Hoffman, which is pretty obvious, because Hoffman needs to go. He's not getting the production he wants. We're not getting the production we want out of him in Colorado. He's just not developing either, though. 26 years old, getting a little bit dangerous there, the A potential, 70 overall. It's not going to work here. Plus, the Angels, I mean, you look at their system, it's stacked and all, but if you look down in their AAA and AA, there's not really that much good talent, like A potential talent. There's no guys, no prospects here that are A potential. So I guess that'd work out for them there, though, with having Jeff Hoffman there as their ace, I guess you can call him, ace prospect pitcher with the A potential. So you have Hoffman in the deal, we have shortstop Adam Chavez here. He's just a guy, they need a shortstop, might as well give him a shortstop, and we'll just take a look at him. 6'6" overall, 20 years old. Almost all my prospects I love, though. Like, these guys, I can't get rid of most of these guys. Like, Scott Pringle, I like his speed, 85, 82 stealing, I like that. I'd rather give up Chavez than Pringle, because Pringle's B potential, Chavez is a C potential. Whereas the rest, though, like, we could have given up a few more players in the outfield, but, I mean, I can't get rid of Kirk Kemp. Benitez is great, too. I mean, you got German's alright. I mean, all these guys I went and selectively signed from the free agency to go on the team, and I just want to keep them. But one man I could probably part, though, with is Jesse Ortiz. Their deep potential, 20 years old, 68 overall. He's got great stats, like his power and his fielding, but we don't really need him, though. He's 5'7", he's pretty short, which doesn't really factor too much, but still, this doesn't really fit in the team, considering we need to trade somebody. And that's pretty much it for the deal. We're losing money, but we're gaining money with the production out of an 820K pitcher in Andrew Heaney. If you take a look at the deal, though, we're only really giving, like, the production we're going to get out of Heaney is insane, though. Hopefully he plays well in the system. I believe he will. So Andrew Heaney, welcome to the Colorado Rockies. So he made a deal here in spring training before he even started, acquiring a brand new pitcher there in Andrew Heaney. So take a look at their team now. We have Anderson, 85 overall. It's going to skyrocket to maybe an 89 once he gets going. We got John Gray at a great contract there, 87 overall as our ace. Robbie Ray, an 80 overall. Stephen Wright, 80 overall. That drops down Stephen Wright to the 80, the fifth spot in the rotation, or even bring him out, actually. I mean, Stephen Wright would be great as a long reliever. Hold up. So he wants to be part of the rotation, I get that. But I think he'd be more suited as long reliever kind of guy. I just have that feeling about him. I don't know why, but it just seems right. He's got the off-speed stuff, because he's primarily an off-speed kind of guy. He got the knuckleball, got the curveball, and nothing else besides the fastball. So he's an ideal guy to go and throw in for a few innings, get some outs, get some ground balls kind of thing on our team. Maybe let up a few home runs, because knuckleballs are pretty much home run balls when they're thrown in correctly. But Stephen Wright, move him to the bullpen for the spring training. I'll bring up the man we went and finally traded for on this team, and his name is Andrew Heaney. So he fits in perfectly there in the 3 spot. Bring down Robbie Ray. Actually, bring him up, I guess, because he's good there. But we have 3. Wait, we have 3 lefties here. That's kind of tough. So if you want to have a balanced rotation, we could have 3 lefties like that. But the thing is, John Gray's a guy I want right there. It just doesn't work that way. So we'll leave it as it is, though. 3 lefties primarily on our team. We got 2 righties there in Shipley and Gray. And Stephen Ray is a righty too, okay. So I think we're good, though. I think we're good with lefties. I'm pretty sure we're good. So we have John Gray, Tyler Anderson, Andrew Heaney, Prince Shipley, and Robbie Ray. Pretty much just going back and forth. Because these dudes, they're pretty much the same player when you look at it, though. They're pretty similar. I mean, it's like few players, like few stats are high up, like Stanham obviously for Prince Shipley, but we look at it, there's the same pitcher primarily with their selection of pitches, basically. So I think we're good to go here now for the spring training. I mean, spring training doesn't really matter too much to me because, I don't know, the stats are kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of messed up. So if we want to, we could go, we're going to try Andrew Heaney obviously for the team, but one thing we might do though is bring out Robbie Ray and bring in a guy like Lyle Rutledge for the spring training. I want to try him out, though, see how he plays, and just, I don't know, we have more sample size with Robbie Ray. We know he's going to be good, consistent in the overall regular season, but I just want to try out Lyle Rutledge, though, in the spring training. See how he plays, then halfway through, switch in Robbie Ray to get some more warm-up time for the season. But any other guys, though, we should probably bring in for this spring training. We have Casto. Casto would be great as a closer. Dole. Fernandez is good where he's at. Or Fernando. Finn. We could even try out Finn if you wanted to, actually. A reliever. Finn's actually a great reliever, though. Take a look at his stats. It's pretty good, I guess. You got Davis Enfield, we could even try out with the 99 velocity. I mean, Davis Enfield might be good as... Oh, he's just good at walks. Oh, well. Derek Garcia. Should we try him out? We might try him out, actually. We'll leave in Lyle Rizzo for the beginning of the spring... Leave in Lyle for the beginning of the spring training, then go switch it up eventually. They're in the halfway through, I guess. Might be good. So now let's take a look at our brand new pitcher there in... Andrew Heaney on the team. He's third overall on the team in overall, so I mean, that's great to see that. He's got the very good cap-friendly contract, the $820K for only 2 more years. It just works out perfectly for his scenario here in Colorado with the cap space being conserved. So there he is, Andrew Heaney, number 28 there in the Rockies uniform, but wait, what? Why is he number 28? Gotta change that. Because they're not his numbers, so we'll bring him down to like, what's a good pitcher number? We'll go 14? Let me take a look at Heaney's number in real life. Actually, we'll go 33, though. We'll go 33 for them, and I think that's good. So, Andrew Heaney now number 33 on the team. He's looking great there in the pinstripes in Colorado. So, next up, though, is our spring training. We'll go sim half of that, then go and switch in the rest of the rotation, and so on and so forth. Right now, 7-4. We'll take a look at the overall record so far throughout the spring training. And Prince Shipley, though, 8 innings pitched, 0 ERA, 6 strikeouts, looking good right there. John Gray to 450. You got Heaney to 771, though. What happened there? Anderson at a 180, looking great. We got Estevez at a 771 again, too. John Gray 450. Anything else? You have Lyle at 1271, though. Not looking good for him. Heaney to 771, and so on and so forth. So, pretty much, you don't really get that many games in. We're only about 7-4, 11 games in. That's decent, I guess. We'll go in sim. Probably a few more games, you lost his 3, but still, Lyle at a 931. So he brought down his ERA, but I don't know. We'll see what Lyle's doing with his stats. So right now, it's not looking good for us, though, in the spring training. We're not doing well at all, but I mean, it's spring training. It doesn't really matter too much to what our season's going to be. So spring training, stats, take a look at that, though, in our pitchers. Our pitchers, we got ERA. Who's the worst at ERA? Estevez at a 15 ERA, Lyle at a 931, McGee at a 6, Dole at a 6, John Gray at a 506. We got Heaney at a 491, he brought that down a bit. We got Enfield at a 463, Garcia at a 426, Anderson at 240, Salas at a 235, Bowden at a 117, looking great there in 7.2 innings pitched. We had Shipley at a 0, though, in 8 innings pitched, so he's looking great, though, in his first season. We had Doolittle at a 0, Castro at a 0. These guys are looking pretty good, though. I didn't think Castro would do that well, but, I mean, his development's going to be off the charts, though, if he keeps playing that good. I got Finn at a 0, we got Castellini at a 0, but they didn't pitch. So, Finn playing well, I guess. 2 innings pitched, not that bad. Castro playing great, though. We got Doolittle playing well, Shipley playing well. Shipley's the highlight so far throughout this entire spring training. But now, next up is our hitting. So, how's our hitters playing? I don't want to see this. Right now, Kiki Escalona at 538, Rogers at a 500, Walters at a 389, Kutch at 350, you got LeMahieu at a 298, Norris at a 297, the new catcher he picked up in the offseason. Got Barton at 286, so you got Patterson at 273, Vladdy at 273, Blackman at 270, Desmond at 229, David Dahl 227, and so on. So, hitters playing all right, though. I like to see that, them playing well. But right now, let's actually want to see what our rotation is, or not rotation, our lineups. So our lineups, so LeMahieu, he's looking great there in leadoff, but where should we go and put in the DH, though? Like, should we put Patterson at DH, or should we put in, like, Kiki Escalona? That man is playing very well for us. He's got it all, too. I mean, he's got the hitting, he's got the speed, kind of, in a way. 71's pretty good, I guess. What about Jonas Spears? He's pretty much the same player, but with less hitting ability. What else? Where is Barton? Barton, he's got great hitting ability, decent speed. His fielding, though, is not that good, but, I mean, he's playing DH, though. It doesn't really matter too much for his hitting. I mean, for his fielding. So we could maybe put Barton in if he wanted to. Let's see Escalona compared to Barton. Escalona is pretty much, he's hovering around that range where he could probably play. Barton or Escalona. I'll throw in Barton for now. Replace Patterson. We could probably even go with maybe 2 DHs at this point. We could probably go with Barton and Escalona, just go and try him out for more at-bats. Yeah, I think we're good. So, do we need to switch up the lineup? I doubt we do, because it's fine where it is. But now Lyle Ridge, we got to take him out, though. He's not playing well at all. Put him in relief. But now, next step, we'll go and bring up our man, Robbie Ray, to go and play some games. Because right now, he's not getting any playing at all, though. He hasn't played once. So, bring him up right there. I think Shipley deserves a promotion to 4th overall in rotation. He's playing... I don't know what he's doing. We got Anderson 240 and John Gray playing like garbage. So hopefully John Gray picks it up a bit, but right now Anderson bring him up as our ace. And I think our rotation's looking decent so far throughout this spring training. We'll go and find our way eventually though at the end of this. So go and sim probably another half of this, or a quarter of this, sim probably this much. See how well we play, and we played pretty well though. We had like only 2 losses in that sim. But we have Anderson 208 right now. We got John Gray 433, bringing it down a bit. Castro to 6. We got Heaney at 424. Fernando Salas 397. Robbie Ray at 9 ERA. He got smacked in that one. We got Doolittle at a 0 so far. John Gray at 433. So it's alright, I guess. Let's go sim another quarter of this right there. And that was pretty bad though. We'll just go and see the stats in this. We'll just go sim the rest of this. Sim the regular season. And I think we're good enough. Like, we don't need to see the stats too much. We know our players are playing. It's more of getting warmed up in the spring training more than actually seeing the stats. Stats don't matter. It's all about how you're feeling. And I think your lineup's feeling not that bad, though. We have Anderson 87 overall. We'll bring him up as... Should he be your ace, though? Should he be our ace? I might bring in John Gray as our starting opening day. I'll leave John Gray in. He's just fine where he's at, I guess, as of right now. But Anderson would fill that void with the lefty-righty-lefty thing. Because we have lefty, righty, lefty, and then we'll go and put our man Shipley in here instead of right. Because right, I don't know if he's a great pitcher and all, but I mean, I just see him better in long relief than in starting for now. We might bring him up though as a starter if somebody gets injured, but I mean, right now I think we're fine where it's at with him being on the bench. But Shipley though, he's playing great. He played great in this spring training. He's feeling well. Might as well just bring him in as our 4th option in the rotation. So. As of right now, we have Anderson as our opening day starter. We got John Gray, we got Heaney, we got Shipley, then we got Robbie Ray. So Robbie Ray, we can even bring him up, I guess. He's throwing better stuff than what Shipley is on his attributes, but I'll just ride the wave and bring Shipley in as our 4th member. If he fails, we'll bring him down, maybe even a relief if you want. Bring up Stephen Wright if all else fails. So as of right now, we do have Anderson, Gray, Heaney, Shipley, Ray. Then we have Wright on the bench as a long relief. We got Salas, McGee, Finn. Then we got Estevez, Dole, and Doolittle. So pretty much is what we envision in the offseason as our bullpen. But where is Ben Bowden, though? Hold up. We need Ben on this team, though, for sure. Bring him up. So Ben Bowden, where are you at? Because he played great overall last season. I want to bring him up, though. And I think Zach Birdie will leave down. Mike Dunn will leave down. Yeah, I think we're good. So we need Birdie in there. Not Birdie. We need Ben Bowden in there as a middle relief. He played great last season. We got McGee and we got Salas. Plus we got Finn and we got Wright there on the long relief. We'll probably go and end up having to bring some of you down at some point. But I think we're good where we're at right now as of this first day. But lineups, though... Lineups will leave the same as it was before. We don't need David Dahl there at leadoff, though, for sure. We'll bring up... where is he? LeMayu as our starter for our leadoff man. Then Padal's our second option right there. And then we have Blackman there. We'll probably bring him up to around... We'll leave Arenado up in 3rd. Kutch in 4th. Kind of do this. I think that might do well. Then we have Norris all the way down right there. And we got Desmond kind of right there. So, I mean, our hitting's good as it is right now. But hold up. Blackman, Story, Desmond. Is he more of a home run hitter? They're about the same. So we'll leave it as it is right there. We're good right there. Then DH, though. DH, do we have Kiki Escalona or do we have Barton? I don't know if we have Barton up. Patterson, would he play well? I mean, I want to try out Barton, but I think we'll try him out in the AAA, though. We'll see how Barton plays in the AAA. If he plays well, bring him up. If he doesn't, then we'll just leave him down. But Valleca will be an infielder replacement there. We'll have Walters as a backup catcher. We'll have Pompey as our speedy man on the bench. And Patterson as our hitter off the bench. So, I think it's good, though. I like our lineup as it is. We have Kiki Escalona as the hitting kind of speedy, I guess. Center fielder as our DH. So, I mean, Kiki Escalona could even be a backup option in the outfield if he wanted to. He's got decent fielding. He'll play great in relief if we need to. But no DH. Do the same lineup as usual. We'll go right there. David Dahl in second. Blackman in fifth, I believe, right there. I think that's good. Yeah, it's good. And then we'll bring up for righties, do the same thing. And I'll see you there. Actually, wait, I think I have one more thing I might want to do. So, we could maybe go and promote Story to cleanup spot in some cases. Because cleanup, you need a more powerful guy in cleanup spot. And Trevor Story has amazing power on this game. So, I think he'd be best utilized in cleanup spot and 4th overall in the lineup. Let's see if it makes much of a difference on catches overall. Does it? It kind of does, a bit. But if we leave him in for one lineup there in 4th, it wouldn't hurt too much. I think. Let's check this out, actually. So if we have Kutch there in 4th, we'll bring him down a bit. Like that. I think try that. So we'd have Arenado, Story, Kutch. And then we'll have Arenado, Blackman. We'll do this. But Blackman needs the overall too, though. Oh, it's so tough, though. Like, these guys are all kind of similar in the way they play. Just a mess. So we'll leave it as it is right there. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good there. I think we're good. So this way it balances out overalls with Story there in cleanup using his power. Kutch staying at the 80 overall. We get Blackman 84 overall staying at that. So I think we're best there with Story there in 4th to just do well for our lineup and help us out with getting some more runs put up on the board. So now we have LeMahieu, we got Dahl, Arenado, Story, Kutch, Blackman, Desmond, Escalona, and Derek Norris. So that's the majority of the lineups there as are basically like that. I think, yeah, basically like that. I think we're good that where it is right now. So our team looking pretty good though. In our rotation, we got obviously we have Anderson, we got Gray, we got Heaney, Shipley, and Robbie Ray. On the bench, we got Stephen Wright, Daniel Finn, Salas, McGee, Bowden, Estevez, Dole, and Doolittle. And our lineups, we just saw lineups right there, looking pretty good there in Colorado. So do we need to go and bring anybody down? We do. So who should we bring down on this team that we do not need at all? So you might have to go and bring down somebody. But who should it be? That's the problem. So do we need... Like, do we actually need another backup outfielder? I don't know if we really need Pompey on the team. Necessarily. We got Blackman, we got Escalona, we got Pompey. It's good to have him on there, but Patterson... We don't really need Patterson on this team pretty much. He doesn't really bring that all... I guess he's got 73 speed. That's pretty good. But pretty much Pompey could do the exact same job in fielding for him. So we'll bring down Jordan Patterson. We don't really need him on the MLB club. Use his options, and now he's playing in the AAA. So our team looking good there now, balanced at 25 men. All looking great here in Colorado. So opening day would be against the Arizona Diamondbacks that are on the road, facing off against Taiwan Walker and Tyler Anderson. So big matchup there, Taiwan Walker versus Anderson. Opening day, first game of the season. Let's go and do that in the next episode. So I guess on this episode off right here. Make sure to subscribe for more Rockies French mode. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.